Hello my dear students, I welcome you back in our chemistry class. Let us continue reading chapter 2, Elements, Compounds and Mixtures. My dear students, in our last video, we classified elements into 4 groups: metals, non-metals, metalloids and noble or inert gases. So let us study these in detail. Now first one is metals. My dear students, this is given on page number 18, classification of elements. So we start with metals. Metals are generally hard and solid at room temperature and have a lustrous surface. So metals are lustrous, shining. They are malleable and ductile. Malleable means they are beaten, hammered. अगर हथौड़े से उनको पीटा जाए, they flatten into sheets. Ductile means if the metals they are drawn, खींचा जाए तो उनकी तारें बन जाती हैं, wires. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. अभी आप ये देख सकते हो पिक्चर में, electric wires are shown. So wires, they are made up of copper. Copper is a metal. So why? Because it is a good conductor of electricity. और इसी तरह जितने भी खाना पकाने के बर्तन हैं, they are all made up of metal because metal is a good conductor of heat. Metals have high melting point and high boiling point. इनको melt करने के लिए we have to heat it to a very high temperature. Metals have high density. So this is all about metals. Some examples of metal are given: silver, gold, platinum, zinc, tin, sodium, calcium, iron, magnesium. My dear students, metals are generally solid at room temperature. Only one metal is there which is in the form of liquid, that is mercury. And metals are hard, but there are some soft metals also. They are as soft that can be cut with a knife. So such a soft metal is sodium. So these are exceptions. Next category of element is non-metal. Non-metals, they have dull surface. They are not shining like metals. Except graphite. Graphite, which is used in your pencil lead, जो आपकी pencil का सिक्का है, that is shining ना, so only that is a non-metal. So वो उसमें एक exception है. And iodine. Iodine, it is like a crystal, but it is a non-metal. These are non-malleable and non-ductile. These cannot be beaten into sheets or drawn into wires. Their boiling point and melting point are very low, and they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. But there is one exception, that graphite is a good conductor of electricity and heat. So these are solid, liquid or gases. Solid, but liquid, only one liquid, this non-metal, that is bromine. So all the non-metals, they are either solids or gases. Only one non-metal is in the liquid form, that is bromine. Examples of non-metals are hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, etc. And hydrogen is the lightest element. And non-metals, they have low density. My dear students, on page number 19, there is a comparative study. This table is given that differentiate metals and non-metals. Please read that also. Then the third category of elements are metalloids. Metalloids are a group of elements that lie between metals and non-metals. These metalloids, they show properties of both metals and non-metals. Some examples are given. These are arsenic, antimony, boron, germanium and silicon. Then fourth category of elements are noble or inert gases. So noble gases, noble means they belong to noble family, royal family. They don't talk. आपने देखा होगा जो बहुत रॉयल फैमिली के हों वो आमतौर पे किसी से बात नहीं करते हैं. इसी तरह ये noble gases हैं. They do not react with any other element. These are stable elements. They don't need anyone's company. And examples are given as helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, etc. So these are the four categories of elements. Now there is one enrichment given on page number 19. There are three elements discussed here. Let us do this also. First is gallium. This chemical element has symbol capital G small a. It is a brittle solid. Brittle solid means brittle होता है जैसे कांच है. इसको अगर आप तोड़ोगे तो ये टुकड़ों टुकड़ों में टूट जाएगा. वो brittle है. Its melting point is very low. मेटल है बट इसका मेल्टिंग पॉइंट बहुत कम. अगर आप इसको अपने हाथ पे भी रखोगे तो ये पिघल जाएगा. सेकेंड एलिमेंट इज गोल्ड. गोल्ड तो सबको पता है, सोना. इट इज़ अ शाइनिंग येलो मेटल. इट इज़ अनरिएक्टिव. ये किसी के साथ रिएक्ट नहीं करती. दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव and it is used for making jewelry and ornaments. Then third element is given chlorine. Gallium and gold, these are solid elements. Chlorine is a gas. It is a yellowish green colored gas and it is poisonous in nature. And chlorine gas, bache, you must have read about that it is passed through water to kill all the germs. So it is a poisonous gas and it is used for purification of water. Now homework time, my dear students. So please read pages 18 and 19 carefully and try to solve exercise questions.